So that brings me to my solar return that I just had. And I've done episodes about what a solar return is. I've had Miara Rose on, I've had Sita, I've had a lot of different amazing astrologers on the High Vibration Living podcast talking about the solar return and your 10 hours of power. So the 10 hours of power is that time frame, this window from when you were born every year, is 5 hours before, 5 hours after, that is known to be your most powerful window of your year. It is your manifestation time. It is where everything you do will determine the way your year falls, whether you believe it or not. Meaning, the example that Ariel, who is host of the Starseed Hotline podcast and is the co-host with Lavendar, another famous astrologer who coined the term starseed. They always explain that your 10 hours of power, it's like everything you do during that time is how your life will play out for the year ahead. So Ariel explained that one year during her 10 hours of power, she accidentally got locked out of her house or her car. Either way, she got locked out of one. And so she found that everywhere she went in the year ahead, the doors were always locked, whether it was physically locked, like every time she walked up to a door, she couldn't get in, or if it was the analogy, like every time she tried to get a new job opportunity, a business deal, advance her career, all doors were closed, because that's what happened to her during her 10 hours of power. I go through these phases where it's like I know all these spiritual practices, and sometimes I just want to ignore them. So I decided this past year, when I turned 43, I was going to ignore my 10 hours of power. I didn't need to know when they were. I was just going to enjoy my birthday, have a great day. I cried 3 times that night. On 3 different occasions that evening, I cried. And I looked up later on ChatGPT. It was during my 10 hours of power, and it was closest to the center point, the most powerful time. So what did I just experience this past year? I cried every single day. I cried every single day. I bawled. My birthday is May 30th. So I cried the next day, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after. I couldn't go a day without crying. And I spent, again, it was like with my health. It's like I spent every dollar I had going to all these different practitioners to try to stop crying, try to get to the root cause of crying, to let go and to stop. And I couldn't. It's like nobody could help me. So what I found was the only thing that could help was doing work to clear the trapped emotions with a practitioner multiple days in a row. So doing or working with someone once a week or once a month wasn't moving the needle. I had to do it every single day. So I did it 5 days in a row. I worked with someone to clear the trapped emotions. I got on a frequency machine, 1, 2, or 3. I literally just dedicated 5 days to shifting the energy of my body. And that like broke the pattern. That stopped the crying.